Welcome to.
Oh, let me take my headphones off so that you can all hear me on Facebook as well. Welcome to join their live here on Zoom as well. And this is a working session. So we are in the first week of 2024. So how can I support you to especially infuse completion energy that I mentioned earlier? And what does that mean? So I want you to think about what it is that you want to accomplish. What are you aiming for? What are your expectations? What do you see for yourself in your life, in your business? What is the focus, primary focus for you right now? So I want you to first write down maybe 3 main priorities for you. Those can be targets. What do you want to achieve? Maybe it's a change, like some of my clients are looking to move abroad or travel abroad. How can they switch their job completely remote so that they can earn income from somewhere else in the world? That could be a priority as well. Or then what else could be goals, targets, vision, what it is that you have. I want you to write down the 3, and can you give me thumbs up or yes in the chat when you have those 3? And put a question mark in the chat if you're confused how to set those targets or the vision for yourself. Happy to support you with that as well. And you're welcome to look at the previous meetup sessions where I guide you through these, like how to set up actions. If you were last time, I was sharing a success planner. So do message me if you want a link. Well, let me actually put the link in the chat where you can go and download a success planner for yourself. I'm gonna put that also on the Facebook chat later, where you can download the success planner for 2024. So this will guide you also. Here it is in the chat. So those of you who have downloaded it, I would love to hear how was it useful for you so far. So in there, I guide you through looking at the longer term vision, what it is that you want to be, do, and have in your life or in your business. What are those priorities for you? What would be the impact? So see yourself already there, living the life that you want, having the business, having the results that you want to see. What would be the impact in your life, and what it is that you already have to help you succeed in completing that? What are the resources, training, support, education? What would you need? Maybe some technical platforms as well, whatever it is that you would need to help you gain those results, achieve those targets that you have in mind. Then there is also a 90-day planner. So when you have the longer term vision, and there I want you to think about what you want in 6 to 12 months. I would advise you to look at the whole year, so the next 12 months. What do you want to be happening? And then how you can break it down. You can use the 90-day planner every quarter. So every 90 days, you can make another 90-day plan. It's broken down to 30, 60, and 90 days. So really think about what are the targeted outcomes? What is the next step? Because I know this time and age where we are kind of so, we are wanting results so fast. We are kind of impatient. Who's impatient? I'm a little impatient sometimes. So those who want the instant gratification, just see the result of what they do. I hope this helps you to think about what are the steps for you, what are the targeted outcomes, and then what are the actions for you to get there. For example, some of my clients, for example, let me give an example because we just worked on that in yesterday's session. So to have minimum 2 clients enrolled in January. So what can she now do to get those 2 clients? That's the target. So then she's thinking how and where to contact potential clients. How many, so that she could have, let's say, 10 conversations and then turn those 10 conversations into 2 clients. That's, for example, how you can start breaking down. If you're looking for job opportunities, think about how many job applications you want to send out, how many companies, how many connections you want to connect with, have conversations in order for you to land that role, that next dream job. So check out the planner. This is a free version of the success tracker that I use with my private clients. So I made a condensed version for you, how to look at the longer term plan, and then how to break it down, use the 90-day planner. There's more questions. I'm not gonna go through of all of those steps. You can do that on your own time, and when it's time for you to take action, go to the next level, there is a special exclusive opportunity for the action takers. So have a look at page 8 in the planner. So today I wanted to talk about this completion energy, because what I hear often is that my clients are feeling stuck, they are confused, like how to break down the vision, for example. They are maybe thinking too much, overthinking, like what are the actions, but I'm pulling them often back to look at the vision first. So this session is especially for you if you kind of feel stuck or confused or overwhelmed. Some of my clients have like too many ideas and they are not sure what to progress. Or in another case, especially if they are looking to do something new, have a career transition. Like I just had a session before this with someone who wants to look at new opportunities in a new field. So what can help you to get a new perspective, get new ideas, to unlock your mind? So if you're feeling like you've been procrastinating, starting something, or that you have wanted maybe for a long time, I have those clients who've been wanting to do something for years or even decades, and now they're like, this is my time, this is my year to focus on what is important for me. Kudos to those who are ready to put themselves first, because you're the one living your life. It's no one else. And I hear so often like how people who love helping others are giving and giving and giving, but because they've been giving to others, they've neglected what they are actually interested in, what they want to have and include in their lives. So I want you to break free from the fear, whatever it is that it has been holding you back before. Or maybe you're in a situation that you just discovered, I want to do this. So this can be also something totally new as well. So let's go to the completion energy. Like I said, those of you who feel stuck or confused or overwhelmed or procrastinating, not starting, is I want you to write those things first. Go to your vision, what it is that you want to be do, have in your life, to experience, to complete, to achieve, whatever words you want to use. What do you want to really experience in the next 12 months? And if that includes many things, like one of my clients has 4 aspects in her life that she wants to work on, I invited her to put them in an order. What is the order of importance? For example, for January, now you can think about like, okay, I want to do these things, I want to accomplish this, I want to experience these things next year. What is the first thing you want to start with? And when you start breaking down your vision, I want to go back to the vision. I know we've talked about this in a few sessions, but this is very important because what I hear often is people thinking what I can do instead of what I want to do. So when you're imagining not next year, this year, we are in January 2024. So when you're imagining what you want to be living, experiencing, achieving this year, I want you to think about, what do you want? What excites you? And here, you don't need to know yet how. Because when we think about what we can, we limit our experience, we limit our options, we limit our mind. So think about what it is that you truly want. What's in the core? What is really your drivers? And it's okay if the vision changes, because you will learn more about yourself when you start working on those things that are important to you. I have seen my clients, for example, change and rewrite their visions because they've noticed like this is more important than something else. So that's okay as well. I want you to just like be as specific as you can, but have the vision statement tight enough that you can really feel and live it and remember it. If you have too many things in there, it gets confusing and you're not going to the completion. You're not starting. So just write those things down that are really your priorities. Is it 1, 2 priorities, 3? I really keep it maximum 4, maybe 3 aspects. If you want to look at, for example, your personal life, your personal growth, your professional life, and your relationships, that could be one way to break it down. Okay. So once you have the vision, I want you to, like I said, think about those priorities. What is the number 1 priority for you now? To help clarify. But you would have all these other things in your vision statement as well. You're not neglecting them. You're just starting with the number 1 priority. So what can you do? Like I mentioned, for my client who wants to live abroad next year and have an income that she can work online, her target for January is to have those 2 clients in her new business that she's starting. So that's her first step. What it is in your longer term vision that would help you to move forward. Tell us a little bit, not to complete your vision in 1 month. We're not completing something in 1 month that we want to experience throughout the year. So what is the one thing taking you a step forward? I want you to think about that. If you have that, do put it in the chat. What is your targeted outcome for January? What do you want to complete by the end of January. Of course, you can choose another date as well. I'm just keeping January here as a reference, like how to break your 12-month vision and focus on the first step, let's say. When I talk about like completion energy here, is that I want you to live this. I want you to visualize the vision that you have for this year. Seeing what is the priority, going really like deep diving. What is the priority for you now that you want to advance? What are maybe the tiniest, if we talk about habit building, which I did share in one of the emails or online, my new updated morning routine for 2024. I was thinking, what is it? What are the tiniest habits where I can start with? And what I wanted to include, because I had a morning routine with stretching, and listening to podcasts or audiobooks. But I had been wanting to include so many other things in my morning routine. So I was like, okay, what do I have time with? What can I do that is small enough for me to start? So now I'm starting my morning doing 10 deep breaths before I even get up from the bed. I'm like, okay, I want to start with oxygen in my brain because that makes a huge difference. I totally recommend this. So deep breathing, counting 4, 4, 4, 4. For inhale, for keep, for exhale, for keep or pause. And that was for me. I was like, of course, I have about a minute or two to get oxygen in my brain. That will help me to start my day with good intention, with good energy. I'm also repeating my vision statement 10 times. Who do I want to be? And what do I stand for? It can be also your vision statement. Then I wanted to include meditation, and I was like, yes, I can do a 10-minute meditation. So I'm now doing the guided meditation before my stretching. And for the 10-minute stretching, I'm listening an audiobook because stretching is not something that I enjoy very much because sometimes I would like my muscles hurt. So if it's something that you're not enjoying too much, how can you make it more enjoyable? For me, it was listening audiobooks or podcast while I'm doing the stretching. That makes it more enjoyable for me. And the 10 minutes goes faster. Then I also do a 10-minute cardio exercise to get like a good rhythm, good energy for the day. And drinking a liter of lemon water or even more. I just love this stuff. I don't know, this is magical because I'm not even craving for coffee first thing in the morning now with this morning routine, and you're welcome to try it or any element of it. I don't know if it's in the lemon water, if it's in the exercise or whatever it is, but I'm not craving for coffee to start my day. I feel so energized, and I can do this in an hour before I start my coaching calls. So again, going back, so your vision, your priorities, what is the first step taking you towards that vision, what you want to live, achieve this year? What is the first thing? What are the targeted outcomes for January? I'm now just using the 30 days as an example, and in the success planner, you have the 90-day plan, so you can do that. You can revisit and revise the plan, of course, as you go along, because you might notice some things. For example, what I shared about my morning routine, I was like, okay, I'm checking how it's working for me. I actually didn't start with the exercise. Now I added the exercise in there. So now I know it's very very early, but now I've done 2 days of the updated. So I was like experimenting fast and updating fast. So I invite you to do that as well. But what really is important for any of these steps that you do, whether you're planning your longer term vision, thinking about the priorities, or coming up with the targeted outcomes and the plan, the action plan to do that, is that I want you to have the right intention. And this is like noticing your drivers. What is important for you? I want you to feel excited about what you want to complete and achieve, especially if it's something new, maybe something challenging, maybe something you're even resisting, but you know that it will get you there. Whether it is going to job interviews, which might be daunting, or calling your potential clients, fearing the rejection, whatever it is that might be holding you back, I want you to think about like, what is the intention of this outcome, of this action, and going for it. Like I shared with my morning habits, I was breaking it down to smaller pieces. I didn't start with half an hour meditation, 1 hour yoga, 1 hour workout. No, like I shared, it's 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. In half an hour, I have meditated, I have done my morning stretching, and I have done my exercise. Boom! At least I feel the energy, and I'm starting my day feeling accomplished, energized. So how do you want to set the intention for your day? The morning routine, whatever works for you, your morning routine. I'm not the one waking up for 4 a.m. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna join the 4 5 a.m. club because I'm not a morning person. But I do have a morning routine now that I'm happy about. I'm excited about because I already see the changes. Like I shared, oh my God, I'm still having my cup of coffee, but that might be like 3 hours later. I don't need that to wake up and feel energized. So, like I said, having the right intention for all the steps, whether you're in the planning phase or you're taking action, I want you to first really think about, pause for a second, setting the intention. For me, it's, for example, if I message for a potential client, I'm setting the intention. What is the intention for me to send that message? Or if I'm coming to a coaching call, I'm like, okay, what is my intention for this? I'm serving, I'm listening, I'm giving my best guidance for the person to move forward with their target. What is the intention when I come here to host the live meetup with you? What is the intention? I'm like being here, open, honest, sharing from my experience, from my client's experience, what we are working on, so that you can save time. You can save worry or energy, get there faster than working alone. Because trust me, I know what it is like to work alone. I was in that space for too long. So I wasn't making progress because I was overthinking. I was in the planning, not action taking, or the actions that I made were actually not kind of getting me the results that I really wanted to see. So I lacked strategy and the guidance. Then I went out there and I got that. I got business and leadership coaching and mentoring that helped me to see what it is that I actually need to focus on. Because when they had been doing the steps that I was in, that helped me to see what is the next step. And this is so crucial. If you feel like you're procrastinating, you're not getting started, or you're confused, or you have too many ideas that you're not sure, I do invite you to look for the right support. Someone who's done similar or same thing before, who can help you to the next level, because we don't need to figure things out on our own. One of the biggest revelations for me was to ask for help. I was stubborn to figure things out on my own, but that stubbornness was actually holding me back from the successes, the results, the experiences that I wanted for myself. Okay, going back. So having the intention, setting the right intention before you take any action. And then, of course, going for it. When you know what is behind the actions you are taking, what is the impact? When you have the longer term vision, you have broken it down to the milestones, the targeted outcomes that you want to see, and the importance of that. What is it bringing you? What is the impact of these achievements for you personally? Or for others? I know there's many of you who want to serve and help others. What is the compounding effect? Not only for you, but what is the impact for others as well? When you know these reasons and you start breaking it down to smaller chunks and knowing that the actions that you will take will lead you towards those results you want for yourself and for others, those who you want to help. I want you to have that right intention. Go to the completion energy, whatever helps you to have that mentality to take action, to overcome anything that is coming in your way, whether it's the confusion or overwhelm or fear. I want you to acknowledge that. You don't need to put it aside, but acknowledge that and know that this action that I will take, this activity that I will do, will give me this result. And if it doesn't, it is feedback for you. One of my clients sent 50 emails with basically no a response. And she was kind of like feeling that it was a waste of time. It is not. If your actions are not giving you the results that you want to see, that is information. What can you change? What can you do next time? What can you do next to try out? The faster you go out there and try, you get the feedback, and then you can adjust the actions going forward. Is it something about the messaging in this case? Is the audience even right? Is she emailing the right people? Right time, it was holidays, so probably a follow-up is good. Like whatever you can then notice that what you can do next. Okay, I know I wanted to keep this in half an hour. I could go on and on for very long because this is like my passion. If you can feel it, how can I help you? How can I help you to gain those results faster than how you would acting alone? So I want you to think about what is the intention for your actions, and then thinking about how to take action. What is the tiniest thing that you can start with? And then having that right mentality when you go and do and take that action, how you can overcome anything coming in your way, going for it. I know it's maybe easier said than done, but if you have noticed before, imagine yourself like what was some negative idea or feeling you had about something that you were procrastinating. For me, I can share that, for example, it used to be fear of rejection. So I wasn't contacting potential clients enough because I was fearing their rejection. So how can I overcome that? Because that's not serving clients if I'm not going out there asking what it is that they want to accomplish and what kind of support would help them, and seeing if I'm even the right support. I could just like stay in my comfort zone, so-called comfort zone, not advancing what I want and not being there serving my potential clients because of that fear. But actually, I've had amazing conversations, connections when I went out there and had those conversations with my now clients. And now I can witness them growing, reaching those results. So whatever was the fear, probably it was bigger than actually when you took the action. And just imagine what you can gain. This is again, what is the impact of taking those actions and focusing on that? Because what helped me is taking myself out from the situation in a way that I'm focusing on the impact, not the actual action. Like I said earlier, that I'm not a big fan of stretching because my muscles hurt or it's like uncomfortable, but I know the impact for my health, for my body. So I'm doing it because of how I know it's helpful for me, how it's beneficial. So having that perspective. Okay, just wanted to remind you, take the success planner from the chat. If you haven't taken it yet, you can go and download it now, this version for free. That will help you to look at that longer term vision, use the 90-day planner to help you. And when you're ready to take action, there's a special offer for you to gain the support that you need to help you get there. How was this meetup helpful for you today? I would love to hear. Thank you, Lynette. I would love to hear in the chat what was the takeaway. I know some of you joined later, so I will post this in the YouTube playlist so you can watch the full recording later. And those of you who really would have a personal conversation, maybe there's something that you don't want to share here with all of us, I do understand that. And you can go book a discovery call with me. So I'm happy to support you because I want you to have a powerful, concise, exciting vision, because it starts with that. It starts with the intention. I really appreciate the recordings on YouTube. Thanks, River. Yes, I will post. I saw you came later, so you can have that. There is room to evaluate one's vision. Thanks, Mary. Set your intention, take the smallest action towards it. Yes, I really want you to think about what is the tiniest thing that you can do. This is for habit building, taking action. Like if the mountain feels too big, break it down. What is the smallest thing that you can do? Like I said, I will definitely have time to do 10, 3 deep breathings in the morning. What is the tiniest that you can do? Focusing on the impact. Thanks for sharing. Yes. Though I don't see your faces, maybe next time you're on camera, I see that you've been getting some takeaways. So that's the purpose why I'm here, to help you, to serve you. Yes, like the 10 deep breathing exercises. That's I want to build a consistent habit, because I was doing it on and off, and when I remembered, but I was like, okay, how to build the habit, how I can stack. Like I said, I had a morning routine, so now I just added a few things, and now I know, like, this is what I do and when and in which order. Of course, then you can change the tiniest habits or actions that you want to take. Okay, that's it for me today. Get your success planner, use that, and then book the discovery call with me when you're ready, or you want support with your vision, with your action planning. Like I said, you don't need to figure out things on your own. That is a complimentary call that you can book if we haven't worked together, or you're not in my group programs or private programs yet. Take a session there so I can support you. Have a wonderful, successful 2024, whatever success means for you. And I'll see you next week, same time. I really want you to help to get the year started powerfully, with the right intention, with excitement, with a solid strategy that will help you. Hopefully you got some ideas today how to stop the procrastination or break free from whatever is holding you back, breaking that vision down into small chunks and focusing on the impact, like Lynette here said. Highly recommend the free clarity call with Kaisa. Thank you, Lynette. So how I can support you to have that right completion energy so that you can gain anything that you want. Because most things are actually in your control, not everything. So in coaching and working with me, we focus on those things that are in your control. And a lot of it is. So that is about having the right intention and taking action. Okay, have a great rest of your day. See you next week or in your discovery call with me. Ciao.